before this video gets started, I just want you guys to know that this is not only for VLONE merch. This is for any tour merch in general. I'm going to go and basically show you guys how to resell it, places to resell it, and how to essentially make a lot of money. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started. Hey man, it's your boy Chris Lee, aka CEasy, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the lifestyle, man. Welcome back to another video. So as you guys can tell by the title, I will be showing you guys how to resell tour merch. Specifically for this video, I'm going to be using VLONE tour merch as the example. However, like I said in the beginning of the video, these tactics will work for any type of tour merch, not just VLONE merch, okay? So y'all make sure before this video even gets started, before I tell y'all any of these amazing secrets, and then step by step, I'm gonna need you guys to smash up that like button. If you're new to the freaking channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. Let's see if we can hit this soon. But in this video right now, I'm going to go ahead and break it up into 3 very simple parts. So the very first thing that we're going to go ahead and touch is the places for you to go ahead and sell this merch. The second thing will be how/when you will be earning the money. For example, that basically means can you start earning money before you get the pieces, after the pieces. And then third will be how to predict the resale value of this merch, okay? So without further ado, we're going to get right on into the very first topic of this video, and that is going to be the places. So let's get it. So we're gonna start off. There are 4 key places that I will recommend for you guys to sell. Number 1, being Grailed. Number 2, StockX. Number 3, OfferUp. Number 4, Facebook Messenger groups, okay? And then the second section of this video, I'm going to be going in depth and basically explaining to you guys what each of these kind of entitles, what you need to expect by trying to sell on each one of these platforms. So we're going to go move right on to the second section. Okay, so right now it's how/when you will earn your money. And the first one that we're going to start off with is Grailed, okay? So of these 4 places that I have suggested, Grailed is the only place that you can secure your profits before you physically receive your merchandise. And basically what I mean by this is that you won't be able to physically pocket in that money, but you can secure the order. So essentially, I know you guys are going to take a look. If you go onto the Grailed website, let's say you type in a VLONE X Juice WRLD collab, so to speak, you can see that people have already went ahead and listed out the piece to go ahead and buy. And essentially all they did, they just showed the confirmation of the order and the pieces just to show people that they actually went ahead and bought it and they're actually a legit buyer. And if people see it, they want to buy it, they can go ahead and lock in their order. However, from what I believe, you will not receive this money until the order is delivered and shipped out to its designated person. However, once the person hits buy, essentially that order is locked till further notice, and it depends on the seller to go ahead and follow through with the shipping and whatever. So from my knowledge, this is the only way that you can go ahead and essentially be expecting money or have money pending to you for your merch. And this is the only platform, being Grailed. And with Grailed, you can go ahead and look at the reviews for this seller. If they have a lot of reviews, there's really nothing for you to worry about. However, you will need to go ahead and be patient because your merch may take time to go ahead and get to you, okay? And now as for StockX, Facebook message groups, and OfferUp, you essentially sell on that platform in the same way. For StockX, I feel like most of you guys already kind of know how it works. You're going to go ahead and get the merchandise. You're going to go ahead and post it for sale. Someone will go ahead and buy it, and then you will ship it out to StockX. After you ship it out to StockX, they're going to do their best to confirm to make sure that this piece is legit, not counterfeit. Once they confirm that, they're going to go ahead and ship it out to the person. They're going to take out their fees, and you're going to receive your money, okay? So essentially, just be mindful that they will be taking a cut out of the money, but that's kind of what comes with this. And now we're going to move on to Facebook Messenger groups. So essentially, there are various places or groups that you can go ahead and get into to figure out people who would like to buy some type of tour merch from you. However, you got to be more mindful of this one. You may have to take more safety precautions. You're going to need to over communicate with the person, make sure that their intentions are pure, not trying to take things from you, take advantage of you, rob you, or any of that, because that's kind of what comes with it. You may need to bring an extra person with you and make sure that if you're going to be meeting up with people in this type of way, you go ahead, take the extra safety precautions, and try your best to meet up in a public spot, especially when the sun is up, just to reduce the chances of something going wrong. Okay, and now for offer up is kind of like the same thing. However, it tends to kind of go a little bit more smooth. Get your piece, post it for sale, and then you kind of just wait for people to hit you up, see different rates. People are probably going to try to bargain, try to see if they can get a better deal out of you. So you might want to kind of put up your price just a little bit, just to have that leeway room in case someone wants to go ahead and bring it down, not losing too much money. And then you have to take into account how far you're going to have to drive, and you know, just the whole nine whenever it comes to selling. But essentially, like I said, the only way for you guys to receive money or secure your profits before you get your merch is by using Grailed. Okay, and now we're gonna go to the third and probably one of the most important factors whenever it comes to reselling any type of tour merch. Okay, so the third thing on this list is how to predict resale value. Okay, and essentially there's multiple factors that you need to essentially check for whenever you're trying to figure out, okay, is this going to be like a hit? Is this going to be a miss? Am I gambling with it, or am I guaranteed to make some bread? And I know that everyone wants to go ahead and make some bread with these pieces, but you still need to have a little bit of knowledge to be able to assess, basically figure out how much these pieces are going to go for. So the very first thing on this list that you guys need to identify is how much hype is around the artist's name. Like, how big is this artist alone? Not with any type of VLONE collab or any, you know, different type of collab. Just based off of their own hype and their own status. Once their merch sells out, is it gonna remain at the same price? Do you think it's gonna go up by maybe like 20%? Or do you feel like it's gonna go up double the price just because of the fact that this is like a mega star? Like, this is a huge artist. Based off of that alone, you should be able to get a pretty good indication if you'll be able to make some money off of this merch. So like, let's say someone like Juice. Juice is a mega star, you know what I mean? Regardless if he had the collab with VLONE or not, his pieces would have went for a ridiculous amount just because he's huge, you know what I mean? So just with that knowledge, you should already know, okay, well, this is going to be some exclusive merch. I could already probably get 50% of my money, an additional 50%. So essentially, you'll be able to get a 150% return just off of his name alone, it being his merch. However, after that, the second thing that you have to be able to identify is how nice the piece is. Like, is it the standard VLONE, like, you know, the regular shirts with just the print V, or is it like that exclusive VLONE, like that exclusive drip? Like, I'm talking about, like, for Juice, let's take him for example. Not only did you have some of the regular stuff, however, they made it more exclusive by like the designs on the V. And on top of that, they had very exclusive pieces like the button up. I guarantee anyone who was able to get the button up, they would have seen anywhere from a 300% to maybe even a 500% return on their money, because that is like that exclusive VLONE drip that's going to be highly, highly sought after. Like, the VLONE, the brand, they barely even release pieces like that on their own site, let alone being able to do that with a major artist. So whenever it comes like that, that's how you should be also able to assess the things. Let's say in comparison, let's say like, well, like Pop Smoke, well, my prediction for like that merch, of course, is going to be double because he was a big time artist and he had the VLONE collab, whereas in comparison for Juice, he's a big time artist and he had the exclusive piece, so that's why you can see that much more of a return for his type of merch and his type of pieces. So once you're able to combine these two type of things, you should be able to get a general idea, at least if you'll be able to double your money. Because if you're able to double your money, let's say you spend $300 on merch, guaranteed $600, that is a very, very good thing. However, you guys also need to be more patient because there is a good waiting time. So my advice whenever it comes with reselling merch, you can make a whole lot of money, but you also have to realize that it is a situational type of opportunity. You don't know when the next VLONE drop or the next tour merch is going to happen. So a safe bet is to just have some money on the reserve for when you do hear this type of news. Or let's say that you're working and you start to hear some buzz like, hey, look, someone notified me, Pop Smoke, well, he's about to drop his second version of his album. So It might have another VLONE collab, might have more merch coming. So once you hear that, it's just like, all right, bet. Let me go ahead and put in a few extra hours at my work. Let me expect this big paycheck. I'm gonna use a majority of this to buy some merch, and I'm gonna go ahead and make my profits off of it. But it is situational, so you really have to be in tune with everything, and you have to be ready to go ahead and make those purchases on time, especially if you know a piece is exclusive and it will be selling out very, very fast, okay? So these are essentially the 3 steps that you guys need to know in order to be able to successfully resell tour merch and basically make your profits. The places like I listed, how /1 to earn money, and how to predict the reselling value. Once you get these 3 things down, you will be able to make a good amount of money off of reselling any type of tour merch, but specifically with VLONE, I feel like it has a great opportunity for literally anybody, even if you don't know everything to the merch, for you to go ahead and be able to like double, triple, maybe even times your money by 5. So without further ado, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead down below and smash up that like button. If you're new to the channel, again, y'all, come on, subscribe to the boy. Boy's been putting out a whole bunch of content, a whole bunch of videos, and I appreciate all the support that y'all been giving. But come on, bro, let's smash 10,000 subscribers, man. Now I got a few questions for you guys. Let me know if you've ever resold tour merch before. Let me know how that experience went. And also, I would like to know, do you use these methods, or do you have a whole new method that I didn't even mention? So guys, go down below, comment the answers to these questions. Anyways, it's your boy Chris Leah, aka CEasy, and I'm out.
I got a lot on my mind. 16 and O and that's 9. I got AK with the scores and 9.